What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to a 7 years of FUT squad builder. I've been asked throughout this week, Nepo, what team should I use? What team could I use? What team can I build? I only have this many coins or that many coins. Help me! Help me build a team, and that is exactly what we are here to do today. I may do it over the course of the weekend. Today's team is going to be a relatively cheap team, a very good team, and I've actually used this team in my Road to Glory account, which you can find on my second channel, and won the first round of the tournament with the team I'm about to show today. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you the team, going to give you some examples of a few alternatives that you may want to use, going to give you some examples of people that you might want to put on the bench, then we're going to go ahead and play a game. And if you guys could drop a thumbs up, that would be absolutely awesome. I do appreciate the support you guys give. I'm also going to give you guys tomorrow some tips on how best to build for, make the most of, and get the best out of the single player offline version of this tournament. I'm going to tell you the prize breakdown for that. Now, as you can see, I'm in my third run of the FUT Birthday Cup. I've won it twice. The next win for me is the rare gold pack. The run feature for the online cup. First time around you get the yellow kit, which is untradeable. You get nothing else other than match coins. Second time around you get 7,000 coins. The third time around you get the rare gold pack that we see here. The fourth time around you get 8,500 coins. The fifth time around you get a mega pack. The sixth time around you get a 10,000 coin bonus. And the seventh time you get a 100k pack. Of course, the mega pack is a 35k pack. So all in all, you can pick up yourself 160,000 coins worth of packs, plus plus 25,000 coins. I do believe that's right. 10, 17, 20, yeah, 25,500 coins for playing this online version 7 times in a row. Of course, it's going to be difficult, but it's a long weekend, guys. It's Easter weekend, so I know you guys aren't at school or work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Maybe some of you are, but for those of you that do get the graces of the Easter weekend holiday, it's a great time to do this. Now, let's get into the team, because the team is good, and it's definitely affordable, and there's replacements every which way you want to look at. There are many replacements, so you guys will most likely have at this stage in FIFA most of these players. And first up, we've got Claudio Bravo in net. He's a very cheap player. One thing to note is there are a few of the players right now that have kind of exotic nationalities that are a little bit more expensive. And that's simply because they have exotic nationalities, and the rules and regulations for this tournament are the fact that you need 18 different nationalities within your team and substitutes. So our defense consists of Claudio Bravo, Pepe, Godin, DeMarcos, and Marcelo. Pepe there, of course, 6'2" medium high. Godin 6'1" medium high. Having medium high work rate centre backs is brilliant. This is the non-upgraded Godin, so he is very cheap, and Pepe in general is very cheap. Godin is a little bit more expensive than normal just because he is a centre-back in La Liga that does have an exotic nationality. Unless people are using Suarez, you're not really going to find many Uruguayans in there. So he might be a bit more expensive than normal. So if you do buy him, you might want to sell him before the weekend is up to get your money back. If you already have him, however, or if you bought him a few weeks back and he was like really cheap, then just, you know, you could just use him, of course. DeMarcos because he's Spanish, Pepe because he's Portuguese, and Marcelo because he's Brazilian. Their prices have held pretty cheap. So they are very cheap players to get. However, if you did want an alternative here, you could go for someone like... I'm not going to give you... I can't think of someone off the top of my head. If you did want a goalkeeper reserve, a different goalkeeper, you could go with Keylor Navas. And at right back, you could go with like Juanfran, for example. So still Spanish in keeping with the team, but would obviously fit your needs and wants. Now, the midfield is super cheap and super effective. The expensive player here is Toni Kroos. I rate him. I think he's a fantastic player this year. I know you guys may be like, he's only got 56 pace, but he's actually phenomenal. Enzo Perez is great. Kovacic is brilliant. This midfield does lack a little bit of skill moves, but it makes you play a more defined game of football. Instead of getting it with your midfields and trying stupid skill moves that might lose you the ball and counter-attack, you've got a strong midfield with great abilities, and Enzo Perez for me is amazing. 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, but medium-high work rates. Toni Kroos also brilliant, medium work rates, of course, that 5-star weak foot, and then Kovacic, 4-star, also medium. So what you've got with your 3 centre midfielders and your 2 centre backs is a compact defensive unit. None of them have high attacking work rates. They all have medium work rates across the board except for Perez in midfield, and high defensive work rates for the two centre-backs, which is brilliant, which leaves Marcelo and DeMarcos to be really like spearheads of your attack, even though they're defenders. Up front on the striker spot, guys, we are using the 83 version of Antoine Griezmann. I did just go out and buy him, 4,200 coins. A phenomenal card, high medium work rates, 4-star skill moves. Says he's got 85 pace. He's so rapid, man. Like, I know it says 85 pace. It's more, like, it feels like more than 85 anyway. In at left wing, you're probably thinking Hesse would be here, but because we've already got a Spanish person in the team, we can't use another Spaniard. And so with that, we have got ourselves Conor Plianka and Carlos Vela. Carlos Vela is somebody who at the start of FIFA, I hated. I didn't like him. I didn't use him. But the more I've got to use cheap players this year, the more I've realised he is utterly amazing. High-low work rate, super cheap, 4-star skill moves, great pace and dribbling. Conor Plianka very much the same, but medium, 4-star, great pace and dribbling, good passing, good shooting, and is definitely worth every penny. Now, you could use Feghouli on the right wing. You could use an assortment of centre midfielders that you may have. Of course, it would be a bit difficult if you've already got the nationality, but there are replacements here. There are replacements if you want it. But the only like kind of expensive players are Griezmann, who's like 4,000 coins, Kroos, who's about 8,000 to 9,000 coins, and maybe Godin, who's like 3,000 coins, and that's not even that expensive. Marcelo, I think Marcelo might be about 3,000-4,000, but in total, guys, this team is worth about 40,000 coins on Xbox. It's probably a little bit more expensive on PlayStation, but on Xbox it's 40,000 coins. And a quarter of that is pretty much Toni Kroos. So there are other alternatives you could go with in midfield if you had to, and those would be, let me just go into the older concept players here and go down to centre midfield spot. So if you had to pick somebody else, you of course can't take Iniesta or Modric because their nationalities have been used. The same with Rakitic, his nationality has been used. Spain has been used. Portugal has been used. So all of these midfielders are off the cards, but you could use Crondelli. Not that I'd recommend it. It's not really something that I would go for. And for centre midfielders, that's about as far as you're going to get. You could go Van der Vaart again. Not that I'd recommend it. But this guy here, Hernandez, is a definitely great choice. He does have high-low work rates with 4-star skill moves and a really well-rounded card other than lack of defending. That would then obviously incur you to have to use Keylor Navas rather than Claudio Bravo in nets. But there's, you know, the opportunity is there. You could use Atsu. I wouldn't recommend using Atsu. I know he's got a lot of pace. Not really the sort of person that I think would be good. Other than that, there are definitely a few other opportunities of people that you could use. If you can afford James Rodriguez, go nuts. Definitely use him. We've used Spain. We've used Argentina. You could go Mensa. Again, not that I'd recommend it. It's a shame that Kovacic, Rakitic, and Halilovic all have, you know, the same nation, because they would be great. But in the CDM spot, this is where you've got a few options. You could go with Krykowiak, who would be a great choice, and he's super cheap. And he offers fantastic defensive capabilities, but not necessarily great offensive capabilities. Or you could go with, where was the other guy that I was looking at the other day? Where are we looking at? Was it him? I don't think it would be him, because I might have. Oh, yeah, this guy. I was looking at this guy. So, again, in this instance, you can't use Keylor Navas. You'd have to use Bravo. But this Borges card is brilliant. Medium, 6 foot high. Great defensive, great physical, good dribbling, good passing, good shooting. Okay, he's not the fastest, but as a cheap alternative to Toni Kroos, he will do a very nice job. So the options are there for you guys to change your team around. So this is the team, guys. Now, for the bench, you're pretty much offered free reign of who you want to put on, but there are some great opportunities for super subs for nations that you don't have. For example, Aubameyang, Theo Walcott. You could put like a Feghouli on there, someone with great pace that can really aid you and assist you. And basically, you just have to fill the bench with players that have nations that you don't already have. So from all these free packs that we've got so far this week from EA, if you pulled some decent players that you can put on the bench, then just go ahead and do it. Of course, I can't use any of my superstars because I already have these nations covered. But there will be a lot of players I can use. For example, Gareth Bale. He fits on there, no problem. Who else we got? We could put this inform Florenzi on the bench because he fits it. Of course, you guys probably don't have informs of Gareth Bales and such. But like I said, like players like Theo Walcott, or you could take Oxlade-Chamberlain. You could take Aaron Ramsey. Like players that could just assist you. Danny Welbeck, he'll be super cheap, and because he's English, his nation is super common, so you'd be able to fit him on the bench, no problem. And he could be the difference in whether or not you win or lose a game through a substitute. But this is the team we've got, guys. I'm gonna go get into a game. I will see you there. Okay guys, as we get into the gameplay, something to note is that this, obviously, that I have right now is a La Liga team. I will be building a Bundesliga, a BPL, and a Serie A team throughout the coming days as well, so if you have those players. Now, my opponent's got a very interesting squad. It's obviously a BPL squad, but it's an extremely low-rated team. I'm hoping that we'll be able to take a team like this apart. He's got a very nice team, great attack, but his midfield and defence is hopefully lacking enough to the point where I can just give him a game, you know. Obviously, at the point that we're at, it's very, you know, you're coming up against quite tough opponents in this tournament because the reward process is so nice that those people that usually play Division 1 would instead be playing this tournament for the simple fact that the rewards are better than what you get in Division 1. Or just in divisions in general. So we're obviously going to be coming up against people who are very good, or at least are trying very hard to win the games. And I think we could be 1-0 down straight away here. That's a great interception. That is a great interception, yeah. So even though I'm up against a weak team, doesn't necessarily mean it's a weak player. However, the team that we do have here is definitely capable, as I've proven on my second channel, where I've done it with my Road to Glory. This team is definitely capable of winning this tournament. So we're going to hopefully be able to nick a win here. I can't really get the ball right now. He's one of those players that's very slow and patient on the ball. Oh, no. That's not even where I aimed at, EA. Nice, Godin. Griezmann sees the run of DeMarcos. He's continued his run all the way through. Need a runner here. There we go. Griezmann's in. Griezmann, surely. That is a lovely goal, guys. Well worked down the right-hand side. We was actually under attack defensively. We picked the ball up with DeMarcos. We played great play down the right-hand side. We came back across the goal. Passed it into, I think, Toni Kroos, who threads it into Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann with a dirty scoop turn on the edge of the box. So obvious I was going to do it. I thought he would have defended it, but he didn't. And we get into the space, we take the shot, and we're 1-0 to the good. I was going to say I don't really want to be trying anything too stupid because I don't want to give the ball away. And then I went and made a huge mistake. But we still do have the possession. Enzo Perez, Griezmann. He's got him with a fake shot again. Lovely work from Griezmann. He sees the space. There is Vea. That is a lovely goal. It's 2-0 after 27 minutes. And this team, guys, if ever you needed a 40k team, and I'm showing you guys that this team is worthy. Lovely drag back fake. Well, not fake, but drag back push forward from Griezmann. He finds Vea in the box, and Vea puts it in the back of the net. He's obviously just had a quick pause there. Maybe he's passed the controller off to somebody different. Who knows? Maybe his mum come and play for him because he's getting an absolute pounding so far from myself and my super team here. Toni Kroos picks up the loose ball. Kovacic, lovely work from Kovacic. And we've got Toni Kroos running back through. Here's Konoplyanka. He's got Griezmann. Griezmann's got Marcelo on the outside. He's seen me go to the byline a few times, so I tried to cut back inside. He did read it. Marcelo into Griezmann. Griezmann with a scoop turn again. It's 3. And Antoine Griezmann puts the ball in the back of the net for the second time this game. Lovely work move down the left-hand side. Another scoop turn. You would think after the first goal I scored, he would have learnt that the scoop turn is kind of my go-to move when I've got my back to goal and I'm in the box, but he didn't read it for the second consecutive time, and we're 3-0 to the good. He loves to get like the ball a bit slow and then start working his way up. Oh, that's a great ball. Who's that? Konoplyanka with his 92 pace. I think my dude's given up. I think he's given up. We've got Konoplyanka. It's 4. He stopped defending. He could have chased back with his centre-back. He decided to just stop. And we go 4-0 up after 35 minutes. And we are home and hose, guys. Look at his, I don't know who that is. Number 15 there just absolutely stops. I think my man here has given up. And I think we're going to experience a rage quit. Or a fun leave. Whatever you want to call it. And here it is. Is this the fun leave? It indeed is the fun leaf. So there you go, guys. If that isn't proof enough of how good this team is, I don't know what is. We come up, obviously my opponent had a weak team. He was a decent player, but I absolutely pummeled him with this this team. The attacking trio did work. 2 goals from Griezmann, 1 from Vea, 1 from Konoplyanka. No own goals, of course. Assists, 2 goals and 2 assists from Griezmann, an assist from Kovacic and Marcelo. Shots, 2 out of 2, 2 out of 2, 1 out of 1, and 1 out of 1. So we were 6 out of 6 for shots on target. Passes completed. Oh my god, that is insane. 2 from Vea missed, 3 from DeMarcos missed, 100% pass accuracy throughout the rest of the pitch. That is amazing. Dribbles completed, 1 miss from Konoplyanka, 1 miss from Carlos Vea, 1 miss from Enzo Perez. The rest of the dribbles completed were 100% across the pitch. Tackles 1, only put in 2 tackles, 1 from Godin, 1 from Perez, and won them all. Bravo did make 2 saves. We lost a little bit of fitness. We'll take a look at the match stats at the end here as well. I think my opponent probably had a good amount of possession. Oh, wow, he didn't. But there you go, guys. 100% shot accuracy, 57% possession, 90% pass accuracy, and all in all, a fantastic performance from the team. If you guys want to build this team, go ahead, try it out. Let me know how you get on with it. I'll be back tomorrow with a Bundesliga team that will hopefully do the same thing. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.